Let's talk about collage. This is the Collage Station. You will find scissors, paper edgers that will cut different edges depending on the drawing you see, glue, staplers, hole punches, specialty paper scraps, and all sorts of different colors that are organized in these bins. The first thing you need to do is pick a piece of paper for your base. Pick out any color you want, then choose other stuff to put on your paper. Some of these materials, such as the buttons and feathers, are over here in this red shelf. You can see that there are paper strips, there are some foam letters, there are sequins, buttons, and other fun stuff. There are also eyes. Make sure you pay attention to the limits on the boxes. In this box you can find small paper squares. These are great if you're going to create a paper mosaic. You'll also find magazines, which you can cut up, and tape. Just use a little bit of the tape. We don't want to use a whole roll in one artwork. This is the tape for the whole school for the whole year. Cardboard, patterned paper, homemade paper, metallic paper, so much fun stuff over here. Make sure that when you are getting your scissors, you carry them like this. This is the safest way to carry scissors. You definitely do not want to be holding the scissors like this or cutting while you are walking. That is not safe. Let's talk about using glue. When you're using glue, you need to twist the lip cap, pick off any dried glue that's clogging it, and then use just a little dot. A little dot will do it. A big glob will ruin it. Okay, I have my work area all set up. I have my base. I have the papers I'm going to cut and glue. I have some paper edger cutting tools. I have my regular scissors, my glue, my pencil, and I have a tissue or a paper towel that I can use to clean off the glue if necessary. I have already planned out that I'm going to create a landscape. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my base, and this is a small collage, and I suggest that you start small on your first one, and you're going to write your name and your class code. So let's pretend this is 3D. Circle your class code just like always. Remember to always write this in pencil on the back before you even start. Okay. I'm going to start out by making the sky, and I'm going to use this paper that I found, and I know I need it to be the same width as the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut out from the middle of the paper. I want the paper to be able to be used by as many people as possible. So I'm actually going to line it up. And I'm going to draw a line where I need to cut the paper. Okay, so I have my line. When I'm cutting, you want to cut with this part of the scissors. You don't want to cut like this. You don't want to cut with just the tip of the scissors. It takes forever and it also makes a jagged edge. So you want to use long cuts. Now, I can just cut this off, and since these are both rectangles, I can put them back in the drawer in the Collage Station. We don't want to put random, strange shapes like this back in the drawers because people see this and it kind of looks like garbage. So what we want to do is we want to cut it into a rectangle so that it lays flat and it's nicer to use. Little tiny pieces like this we can throw away. Okay, so here's my sky. Here's my base. I'm going to attach it. So I'm twisting the glue opened and I can see that the glue is gonna work. Yay! I'm gonna ice skate with the glue. So I'm actually making contact with the paper and the glue nozzle. And then you're gonna take your finger. You're gonna get dirty. You're gonna get sticky. It's okay. You are washable. And watch what I can do. I can clean off my finger on the back of my paper. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna glue this down. I'm lining it up carefully. And then I'm gonna press down. Okay, and that is going to be my sky. Now I'm going to create some hills. I'm gonna start from the top and I'm gonna work down. I think I want actually mountains in the background and I'm gonna use this. I love this paper for my mountains. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace the width again. And then I'm gonna draw my mountain shapes. Okay, now I can cut it out. When you're cutting, you want to turn the paper, not the scissors. I'm gonna cut a little more than I need. Cut this off. And then you can go ahead and you can cut it into a rectangle so that you can put it back in the drawer. This piece, it's really beautiful, but it's a little too small to go back in the drawer. We don't want to really be putting trash in the drawer. Then the next person who goes and sees it isn't gonna be very impressed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on now. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna ice skate, and remember, the less glue you actually use, the better it's going to stick. If you put a huge lake of glue on your paper, it's going to slip and slide around. That glue is going to ooze out the edges, and it's gonna be a big mess. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. Now, we do not use glue sticks in this room because frankly, I don't like them. They are very bad for the environment because it's a huge piece of plastic with just a little tiny bit of glue. And I want you to learn how to use glue. So we use white glue. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut out my next hill. I'm gonna use green for the hills. Uh-oh, I forgot to cut first. It's about this big. And this paper's ripped. I think it got caught in the drawer. I'm drawing on the back. I'm gonna cut out my shape. Now I'm gonna put the glue on the side with the pencil on it. Spread it out. and place it. Now you can see that this is going over a little bit, and that's okay. I can cut that later. I'm not going to cut it right now because I don't want to get glue on my scissors. So if it's dry, then I can cut it. But right now I'm just going to leave it, and I can trim it later when I'm finished. If you have uneven edges on your collage, you can even give it to me when you're done, and I can trim it on the paper cutter. So you'll get a nice straight line all the way around if that's what you're looking for. I'm going to turn off the video camera, and I'm going to do the rest of this in a time lapse so that it's quicker and you can get to work faster. Okay, I have finished my collage. As you can see, I have a really big mess, so I need to put everything away where it belongs. Before I go over to the collage station, I'm going to organize the colors by the drawers they go in. So I can put all of the greens in a stack and then take them over. I can put all of the yellows in a stack, and I can put all of the purples in a stack. And then I can take them over and put them in the correct drawer. Make sure that your pieces are cut into rectangles. We aren't putting pieces back that look like this. It has to be cut into a rectangle to go back in the drawer so that it doesn't start looking like trash. I hope you have a lot of fun and learn a lot using the Collage Station this year. Remember to read the directions and follow the cleanup procedures each day when you use the Collage Station so that it stays open all year.